Wood frame homes are not uncommon in many parts of the country, but here in Florida, it's a little different. So if you're considering selling and you have a frame home, here are 3 things that you can do to get top dollar. My name's Nicole Stanbra. I'm a local realtor here in the Jupiter and Palm Beach area, and thank you for tuning into Living in the Palm Beaches, where I love to share all things Palm Beach related in terms of real estate, things to do, fun places to go, and some of my favorite eateries. So thank you for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe, like, and give me some love in the comment section below. So let's frame the conversation when it comes to wood frame homes here in the Florida area. Prior to 2005, many homes were built using wood frame, which is very common in many parts of the country. It was the norm, it was the standard, and there were building codes set during those 80s and 90s and even prior to that allowed contractors and general contractors to construct homes using wood frame construction. However, fast forward to 2005 when we were hit with some of the hardest hurricane storms here in the Florida area, a lot of the building codes changed. After 2005, several counties such as Palm Beach County, Broward, Miami, and many others along Florida's coast have required that new construction homes, again, after 2005, are only built using CBS construction, meaning concrete block construction. Those are those cylinder block style Lego blocks that many homes that you see today are built with. There are still many homes that are here living and well and standing straight and have weathered many storms that are wood frame. I personally own a wood frame home and I live a few blocks from the beach, and it's been standing since the 80s, so I'm pretty confident with it. But again, most homes in today are now being built or constructed with CBS. But the issue is since there are many homes here in Florida that are wood framing, there's people who are looking to sell and purchase those same homes. So here are a few tips to make sure that you get top dollar for your home prior to going to market. Number 1, it's all about the first impression. So when someone walks up upon your beautiful home and notices things like wood rot or any kind of siding damage, these are going to be some concerns that may raise some red flags in the buyer's eye. So prior to going to market, prior to even having your professional pictures taken, you're going to want to make sure you make some of those small repairs. A lot of times they are cosmetic and just may require some wood putty and a nice fresh coat of paint. Other times there could be some wood rot along the trim or the soffit around the roof area, which again is very normal wear and tear living in Florida where you have a very hot and humid environment, and it kind of just is par for course. So get ahead of that by making those updates, making those fixes and repairs. Typically a handyman can make that level of repair and just make sure it's sealed with a fresh coat of paint and no further a concern or a red flag that many buyers may see as they walk upon the home. The second tip I share with many of my clients, whether they have a frame home or not, is always getting a pre-inspection. I really encourage doing this for many of my homeowners. This takes one extra headache away from the overall home selling process because you are fully aware of any potential issues that there may be with the home. However, regarding wood side framing, I would highly encourage having a termite inspection done. This is where a pest inspector can come in. Not only are they checking the exterior of the home, but they're also going up in the attic where most of us don't go that often, right? For the most part, we want an inspector to go upstairs, make sure that there's no sign or visible evidence of wood destroying organisms, which is also an abbreviation of WDO. This is the type of report an inspector would be able to provide, but this gives you a clean bill of health to show that there either are some evidence where there are active termites or some kind of pest lingering in the home, which you can have preventatively fixed, because let's face it, whether you're selling or not, you may be living in that home for a few more months and no one wants to live in a home with bugs. So again, if there is an issue during the inspection that there are some evidence or there's active bugs, you can have those treated preventatively And if there is no sign of evidence, no issues there with the bug people, then you have a clean bill of health that you can then share to any prospective buyers who are interested in your home. That way it gives them peace of mind knowing that there's no issues. They can already use the inspection which you recently had done, and it will just avoid having issues during the inspection period. It also gives the prospective buyer peace of mind knowing that the home has been well maintained over the years. Tip number 3 is having your insurance policy readily available and even shareable to prospective buyers and their agents. This goes for whether you have a frame home or not. It's very interesting because a lot of buyers are shopping for their homes based off of how much the insurance could cost them every year. So if you have a policy that is great, has proper coverage, all of the extra credits for having, a newer roof or storm impact protection, these are all things that are very important to a prospective buyer because it helps keep their insurance policy and their monthly mortgage lower. So if you do have a policy handy, definitely have that so you can share it with the prospective buyer. That way they can factor that into their offer when submitting one on your home. So just to recap on my top 3, number 1, go ahead and do any repair work that may be needed when it comes to any wood rot or deterioration of the wood frame home. Number 2, I would recommend having a pre-inspection done on the whole house, but at a very minimum, I would have a termite inspection or a WDO report done so that you can provide that to a prospective buyer. And number 3, again, if you have your organized paperwork and documents, be sure to share that insurance policy so they know how many credits or discounts they're getting and what they can do to improve the home and ensure that they get even more credits when they own it. Thank you for tuning into Living in the Palm Beaches. My name is Nicole Stanbra. I'm a local realtor here in the Jupiter Palm Beach area. I'd love to be a resource for you when it comes to all things real estate related. So be sure to subscribe. Give me your comments below if you agree, disagree, or if you have some things and suggestions that you would like to add as well. Till next time.